Hello everyone, this is Syrian Cuban girl, Monica. Um, I finally got my laptop, so I'm already gonna get started on my new project. I'm real excited about this because this is something God has put in my heart for some time now, and it's awesome to know that I'm finally getting started on this. Don't worry for all you people out there that love my funny videos or whatever, even if you hate them. I'm still gonna continue making them. Um, Comedy's my thing. I love comedy. I love to laugh and I love to make people laugh. Um, so I will not stop making those. But right now, I want to concentrate on this new project that I'm starting. And today's topic will be narcissistic personality disorder. Now, before I start, I want to say that I am not a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist, or anything like that. This is just stuff I've learned on my own by reading, educating myself online, and also dealing with some people that have this disorder. And I know a lot of friends who have dealt with people in their lives that have this disorder, which is NPD, another word for an abbreviation actually for narcissistic personality disorder. Now, I'm going to begin by reading to you just so that you have an idea what this really means for those of you out there who have no idea what I'm talking about. And before I start, I want to say that one of the reasons why I'm bringing this out is to help people. So people know that you're not alone out there. There's a lot of people out there that are hurting because they either suffer from this, because believe it or not, the people who have this disorder, they suffer themselves. They are in their own little world and they do suffer. And also for the ones that have been hurt by people who have NPD. So I'm going to begin, and there's a few, actually, wow, there's 9 points here that I was reading that describes what NPD is. And I'm going to read them now and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. First of all, it says that a NPD is a pervasive pattern of grandiosity in fantasy or behavior, need for admiration, and lack of empathy, beginning by early adulthood and present in a variety of contexts, as indicated by five or more of the following. And the first one is has a grandiose sense of self importance. For example, that person might exaggerate achievements and talents. They expect to be recognized as superior without ever achieving anything, without any achievements. Number two is preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. In other words, they live in their own little fantasy world. They are in their own world. They're the most beautiful. They're very powerful. They believe they have this power over people, and it's all about them. Number three, believes that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate with other special or high status people. In other words, people who suffer from NPD feel very misunderstood. These are people who they believe that there's only few little people that actually understand them. Um, they believe, well, you know, nobody understands me. If they act a certain way, and even if they know deep down inside that they're wrong, they're like, well, I've been hurt in the past. I have a right to feel this way. Nobody understands what I've gone through. Nobody understands my pain, only I. And then they try to associate with people who are like them, who have gone through the same things they have, the same kind of hurts, pains, because they say only these type of people that are just like me understand. They're the only ones in the world who understand me. Okay, now number four, again, this repeats itself again, requires excessive admiration. They have to be admired all the time. In order for them to feel important, they have to constantly be admired by someone. If not, they will just feel like they're down in the dumps. They will feel worthless. They will even get feelings of guilt because they feel that if they are not being admired, then they're not worth anything. Number five, has a sense of entitlement. For example, unreasonable expectations of especially favorable treatment or automatic compliance with his or her expectations. For example, again, it repeats itself. They expect, special treatment even if they haven't achieved anything. They just expect to be they want to feel special. That's the best way to put it. They want to feel special, and they want they want everyone around them to treat them like they're special, like they're this just I see it as this. These type of people see themselves as they're just one big movie star. Like, you know, oh, look at me. I'm this, I'm that. They expect people to just come up to them pretty much and be like, "Oh, can I have your autograph?" I mean, that's how I see it. I'm just using here like an example, like symbolism. But, that's how I see it. Like they just see themselves as, I deserve this. People should treat me with the respect that I deserve because I am just so grandiose. Because, people don't realize how important I am, how much they need me. Without me, you're nothing. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't do this. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have this. They feel like they have this power over you just because maybe in the past they might have helped you with something, and that's it. Once you give them the, how do I say, what's the word? Once you give them the authority over your life, in the sense of you look up to them for whatever reason, whether you go to them for advice or whether you go to them for anything. The moment they take control of your life and they start, trying to help you by whichever way they do, giving you advice, providing for you, whatever your needs are, that's it. They have control over you. That's how they feel. Well, you belong to me, you owe me this, you owe me that. Because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you are now. That's how people with NPD feel. Okay, what's the next one? The next one is 6. Is interpersonally exploitative. For example, takes advantage of others to achieve her own ends. In other words, what can I get out of this? What if it's convenient for me, if it's going to bring me satisfaction, if it's going to satisfy my needs, then I'll do it. That's how they feel. They feel like, well, you know, they're very helpful people, but you got to think there's always a reason behind why they're so willing to help. The only reason is because they only do what they think that is going to bring them something good out of it. Now, 7, lacks empathy, is unwilling to recognize or identify with the feelings and needs of others. This type of person, um, this person lacks empathy in the way that they cannot relate to feelings. For example, if somebody comes to them because they're hurting, now, this person that's coming to them is hurt. They want somebody to understand them. They want somebody to give them advice. They might be even crying. Now, this person who has NPD will not handle this like somebody else would. Like, for example, okay, like, let's say now that somebody comes to me and they're very hurt because somebody hurt them, let's say, and they're crying